I'm Ryan from ExtremeTerrain.com, and this is a very exciting video for me to be making. This is something I've been looking forward to doing ever since we saw the first leaked images of the new JL. This is your introduction to my 2018 JL Wrangler. I'm super excited to have this thing finally. It took a long time after we ordered it to get it in, and I'm super excited to let you guys know what the plan is for this Jeep once we start the build on it, because of course it is not staying stock for very long. But what we have here is a two-door Stingray JL. This is a Sport S. It does have the 8-speed automatic, and I did get the 2-liter turbo engine in this Jeep. I was really excited to see what that 2-liter turbo would feel like on the road and also on the trail, what kind of torque it would be able to make to turn some big tires that of course we don't have installed just yet. But I was also excited to be getting a few more MPGs than you can get out of that 3.6 liter, because I do have quite a commute and this is doing daily driver duty. So far I've really loved this Jeep. I've loved everything that Jeep has done with the new JL. Really not a lot of complaints about it, but again, we are of course going to be doing a big build on this thing, and I'm very, very excited to see how this performs on the trail. So as far as what option packages we ended up getting on this Jeep, we went with the technology group because I did want the slightly larger screen on the center of the dash. I really like the Android Auto, and those were features that I definitely wanted in this Jeep. We also went with the convenience package that adds the garage door openers that are built into that sun visor there, and also remote start. But the remote start was a little redundant because we also got the cold weather package. Yes, in my old age, I went for a few more creature comforts than I have in my TJ, so this does have that cold weather package, the heated steering wheel, heated seats, remote start, all really nice features for when it does get cold for those few months up here in Pennsylvania. We also added the HD electrical and towing package onto this Jeep. Really, I got that for those 4 auxiliary buttons that are down on the dash from factory. We're definitely going to be using those with some of the lighting that we're going to be getting onto this Jeep down the line. So this is a Sport S. Obviously, it's not a Rubicon, it's not a Sahara. The Sport S does save us a few dollars there. The Rubicon, of course, has a lot of off-road ready features, but we are going to be doing a big build on this Jeep. We're going to be changing out a lot of stuff that the Rubicon would give us. So I certainly didn't want to spend money there that we would be taking off the Jeep, so we decided that the Sport S was the way to go versus the Rubicon. And the Sahara, while it does have some more of those creature comforts, it's still a Jeep, and for me, I wanted those cloth seats over the leather. I didn't want the leather dash, and a few other options that the Sahara does afford you, I just wasn't interested in, again, along with the slightly lower price tag. So that's how we landed on Sport S with these option packages. I think it's a really well put together little Jeep. I've absolutely loved driving this thing over the last couple of months. So why don't we hit the road? I'll take you for a little bit of a spin, show you what it's like to drive a 2-liter JL in case you haven't been behind the wheel of one yet. So just take a quick spin on the road here. I'll talk you through some of the things that I really like on this Jeep. The 2-liter has a lot of torque, and then when you put your foot into it and it does build a little boost, it is even a little bit quick. Now, a Jeep's never going to be a race car. That's not ever what I expected from this Jeep, but you do want it to be torquey. You do want it to have some of that low end, especially when you're going to put some big tires on it like we are. So that's something that I was really happy to see and happy to feel when I got in the Jeep. The 8-speed automatic is something that I'm also really enjoying. It keeps you right in that power band, but also when you're driving on the highway and you are just kind of cruising along at 70, 75 miles an hour, you're under 2,000 RPM, and that is really great for the fuel economy. I do around 100 miles round trip a day in this Jeep as it is now, pulling that daily driver duty. And if you believe the computer on the dash, which I know aren't always 100% accurate, I'm getting like 27 mpg. But if it's anywhere near that, I am more than happy with that fuel mileage. Again, put some big tires on the Jeep, that goes down a little bit, you re-gear it, it comes back up. So we'll see where it settles out once we're done with the build, but that is a great place to start. Now, why did I go with the automatic and not the stick shift? Stick shift is a ton of fun to drive. I love driving a stick on the street, but honestly, on the rocks and the type of wheeling I like to do and the type of wheeling we have out here on the East Coast, an automatic is just a little bit more fun for me. I enjoy the challenge of picking a really technical line, putting the Jeep exactly where it needs to be, and having that throttle control. But as far as picking a gear and messing with the clutch, it's just not something that I really enjoy off-road. I've always liked wheeling an automatic, and I know I might get some crap for that, but that's just me, and that's just what I wanted for this, as well as that commute I mentioned is sometimes in stop and go traffic the entire way. So this is going to be much, much more enjoyable. But as I said, you get some great efficiency, some great mileage. It's really comfortable. We're still in the early fall here, but I'm really excited to be able to hit the remote start, have the heated seats, the heated steering wheel, all those creature comforts that weren't even a thought in Jeep's mind when they built the TJ. Some things I'm going to be able to take advantage of in this Jeep, and that's going to be great for a daily driver. The technology package, the larger screen here with the Android Auto is excellent because I don't have the built-in GPS in the Jeep here. I can just plug my phone in, it gets me anywhere I need to go. Really nice feature as well. As far as the comfort, we're going to be changing out a lot of the parts on this Jeep. Tires, obviously suspension, we're definitely going to go a lot bigger on this thing. But in stock trim, it's really comfortable, handles the road really well. One of the interesting little tidbits about this Jeep in particular is that I was going over it and taking a look at everything, opening and closing all the doors, checking everything out, making sure that it's exactly what it should be. And it was, but one thing that I did notice was that on the driver's side of the Jeep, the sticker that says Sport actually says Sport Unlimited Wrangler. So I have a 4-door sticker only on the driver's side. The passenger side sticker is correct. So just a little something that makes my Jeep a little bit more unique than most of the other ones you'd find out there. Maybe it was a Friday Jeep, who knows? Or maybe it was just an honest mistake. But honestly, I think it adds a little bit more character, a little bit more personality to the Jeep, and I'm leaving the sticker on there. The one thing that I noticed right off the bat when I hopped in this thing, actually the very first time when we were picking it up from the dealership, is that it did feel almost a little bit wandery. I would say that it felt very much like the tow setting was incorrect, but obviously it's a factory Jeep. Now I got used to it very, very quickly. I don't think it went away, but I did get used to it, and it's not something that really bothers me anymore. And I think it's just a function of the way the Jeep is set up, the short wheelbase, just out of the factory, how it handles. And it's not a bad thing, but it was something that I remember noticing right when I hopped in the Jeep that very first time. Other than that, not really anything that I can complain about. I love the color, the Stingray, brand new color for the JL. It's definitely a head turner. I love it. With the black interior here, it has a nice sort of stealthy, darkened down look to it. And I think a lot of the aftermarket accessories that we're going to bolt onto it are going to be right in line with that as well. So I think we're going to make something that looks great, but also a Jeep that performs incredibly well off-road. We're not going to take you guys off-road today. You all know that a Jeep in stock form is an incredibly capable off-roader, and we're going to save all of the wheeling for after this thing is built. So make sure you comment below, let me know what you think of my JL, let me know if you have a JL and what you like or maybe don't like about it, and also make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you're going to be able to check out every step of the build on this Jeep.